This was my grandfather's watch. He was in the Navy. I'm not exactly sure how he came about owning it. I know it's a Rolex.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't really know anything.
The watch is a Rolex GMT. It's called a pointed crown guard, which means that the guard that holds the crown comes to a point. That was the early version of the GMT. It's a model 1675. The hands appear to be original. The bezel insert, which is called a ghost bezel, this would have been blue and red, and over decades of wear, it's faded, and now the term is called a ghost bezel. The most interesting thing about it is the dial, and the dial is now called a tropical dial. The dial would originally been a black gilt dial, and over the years it's oxidized and the lacquer has turned, and it now has a absolutely gorgeous color of sort of a honey brown.
That's lovely. I just thought it was dirty.
So if you followed the rules and you sent the watch in, as Rolex would say, every 7 to 10 years, that dial and hands and insert would have been changed out at least one time. He didn't follow the rules.
No.
And you're lucky at this point that he didn't, because when you had service dials, they're just worth a fraction of what an original dial is worth. So it would appear that this dial has been on since the watch is new, which was probably right around 1960. We can't tell if the crystal was original or not. It's very scarred. It's been on there for decades. The bracelet is an oyster bracelet. Now, there's a date code on the bracelet which dates it to the summer of 1968.
Oh, wow.
So the watch would have been about 8 years old, and more than likely he, for whatever reason, changed the bracelet out.
Okay.
It's the original style bracelet, and all the bracelets during that time period all looked fairly similar. It showed 2 time zones simultaneous.
Oh, okay.
So it was used by a lot of service people, and they were sold in many of the Army and Navy stores throughout the world.
Okay.
It would have retailed for somewhere between $275 and $325. What do you think of value?
Honestly, I thought like $1,000 maybe.
The retail value of a watch in this condition would be in the $40,000 to $45,000 price range.
Kidding me? You guys really like to go for the shock value, don't you? That's crazy. I'm going to be very careful about where it goes when we get home.
A watch with a service dial and service hands would be worth in like the $15,000 to $16,000 price range.